Right, so first off, let's kick off. Let's log on and see what's going on. So when you go to support.eduroam.uk, on the left here, this is the screen that you will see. If you have recently applied for membership of eduroam, recently joined us, you'll be familiar with this because the application page, the terms and conditions, takes you here, and you need to click on this apply for membership, and that throws up a screen that captures your who you are, your technical contact, the type of service you're wanting to deploy, and all of that information goes straight into eduroam support. It generates an email, comes into our ticketing system, and once I've approved that, all of that, I don't have to enter those details again on support server. It's already in there. An account is set up for you, and if you remember, you're emailed with that account, which has the token to set up your account. And then you just come along and enter your username and password here. If you haven't, if you're not an eduroam sysadmin, or you want to find out about other members, on this page, there is the option here to find out about, for example, this strange university called Camford. And there's the service type here showing that it's offering a home service only, which means it's an IDP. So Camford users can just roam to other institutions, or they may be embedded on the campus of another organization. And we can see that to find out more about the service, you can click on this service page, which takes you to the web page that they've put up about that. But we can see that there are errors detected at Camford, and perhaps we'll have a look at those later on. They may be minor issues, so it shouldn't put people off from going there and using eduroam. Okay, so you're a sysadmin, you've got an account. So how do you log in? As I said, an email is sent to you with your welcome to eduroam UK, with the joiners welcome pack on it. Your account is in the format of your email address. If you've forgotten your credentials, or the token that's sent when you first set up an account, when you first join eduroam, just click on the need help link here and follow the guidance that's there. The other thing, on every single page on support server, on the footer bar, you can click to submit a request for help. So that generates an email which goes into our ticketing system. So you don't even need to touch your email system. Okay, so once you've logged in, the support server is very simple, but a very powerful tool. A lot of people don't notice this, but up on the top right-hand side, there's a little icon which takes you to your account details. And if you want to reset your password, or you can just click on that. So we got I should just say the eduroam admin option on the taskbar you won't see. That's only available to the technical specialists here at Jisc. So you have three main items: status overview, configure, and troubleshoot. And all of the pages consist of between 3 and 5 panels serving various functions. And let's take this early opportunity to point out that on the top of every single panel, you have a little help icon, and that provides context-sensitive help. Let's have a quick look at the status overview page. The green panel here shows your Radius servers, the ones that you have registered, gives you a quick view of the status of them. Hopefully they're all okay. sometimes you'll find error. And if you do, you can click on that to find out what the error is. The detected issues will also appear down in the status summary panel down here. Status summary shows what service you have, whether you've asserted that you've completed your deployment, and if there are any errors. You also get a list of technical contacts. This particular outfit, I like this because this is Jisc, so we always like to be an active example of various errors that can be flagged up. We'll talk about these later on. Over on the right-hand side, you'll get an at-a-glance view of how your service is performing from the perspective of your users, whether they're visitors or whether they're roaming users. So what we like to see is lots of green in these on these charts. And it's a very good indication of whether or not your service is still working. Sometimes, for instance, after a software upgrade on a Radius server, it has been known that the service for visitors completely stops working. So this chart gives you an immediate glance, an immediate view of whether your service is still working or not. Okay, sorry to move about a bit. You can find out about the service provided by other members by entering the name of the institution in the search bar here on status summary. And when you do that, you'll get the same details that you have for your institution, but for the institution that you're interested in. That will also throw up the technical contacts there. So if you've got a user who's gone to a particular institution, put the institution's name in here. The technical contacts and their email addresses will be displayed, so you will be able to get in touch with them directly. But of course, you should always contact the support service, our support service, and we can provide guidance. Okay, the configure page. This allows you to register your Radius servers and to change the settings of them. You can manage your orbs. In this particular case, this example organization doesn't have any servers in test and development, but you can change the status of a live server into test and development. You can bring a new server on board, initially setting it as test dev. And when it's in test dev mode, no production traffic will be sent to it. You can still go through the diagnostic tests on the support server, but it won't get your production traffic. So you can make sure it's all working properly and then change the status to production, whether that's as just a client or whether it's as an authenticator as well as a client. Okay, the organization settings panel. There's quite a lot of sort of administrative stuff that goes in here, but there's some quite useful things too. I mean, the administrative stuff is useful, I should say. The identifier here is based on your operator name, and that's used in the logs to help you to analyze them. Also here we have the URL of your eduroam service information page. And in the realms panel, this shows you the realms that are configured. This particular organization is a visited only one, so I'm sorry, it's not relevant because this is a particular special member. Okay, lower down on the configure page, we have a box here for your accounts, so you can add additional admin accounts yourself. And on the configure page, there's also information about the locations. On the troubleshoot page, this is where all the tests are. On the right-hand side, we have a library of links to technical documentation which is relevant to your institution. In the blue tests panel, these are the on-demand tests here, so you can run these at any time. There are, of course, the routine monitoring tests that are going on, which result in the alerts that we saw on the status overview page. And down at the bottom, we have the grey logs panel, which gives you various views of the National Proxy Server logs as they relate to your institution.